Hey friends, welcome. It is the 22nd of October, and on today's podcast, we'll be covering nothing but memes today. We have a ton. I have over two folders full of memes, and nothing gets better than that, right? These podcasts always tend to do well, and there's a lot of information that we can all learn through it. If you're new to my channel, please go ahead and click that blue bell so when I post, you'll be the first to know. Also, please follow me on Twitter at True Reporting. And please, if you wouldn't mind hitting that like button, the more likes that this video gets, the more times it is recommended to more people, which means more eyes on the truth. With that being said, guys, let's go ahead and hop into it. This is True Reporting. So we can go here and we see these memes coming out. We've heard about the NPC meme, non-playable character. I did a podcast on it. Very funny stuff. It is top notch right now. It's very popular, very funny. The left hates it. And it says here, hey, this is neat. And we see all these people wearing the VR mask. Mark Zuckerberg walking down. It says, Orange Man bad. That's what they are told to do. They have their one-liners. That's all they know how to do is just regurgitate what they're told, right? We see here, President Personal. We are with you, no one left behind, for God and country. Jeremiah 29:11. For I know the plans I have for you, declares the Lord. Plans to prosper you and not to harm you. Plans to give you hope and a future. 4/10/20, the DJT. And this is from the 14th of January. So, you know, I've gone back and looked at old Q posts. You know, Q hasn't posted since October 9th, I believe. We're still waiting. Maybe he'll return after midterms. Who knows? Who knows at this point? But nevertheless, we miss him, right? But yeah, that's just an old post from Q that Sarah Ruth Ashcraft put out there. I believe she is a survivor of satanic ritual abuse. Tough stuff, right? Tickets to President Trump rallies are free, not sold. For your information, check this out. 93,000 for Texas moved venue twice and still not big enough. Vote red to save America. Hell yeah. Thanks for the great news. Unbelievable, right? That was sent to me. Crazy numbers. 93,000 people. That's unheard of. That's crazy. I think the other day I saw, actually I'll cover it in today's podcast, but Joe Biden, I believe he could be running. I'm not sure, but he had 193, almost 200 people at his. So, you know, blue wave coming? I think not. Crazy, and you don't. They're not even for sale. Like there's no price on these tickets. You just go with your license and you print off a ticket, a free ticket off the internet, and then you just bring it with you and hope to God you get in. So Trump tweets here, all levels of government and law enforcement are watching carefully for voter fraud, right? Including during early voting. Cheat at your own peril. Violators will be subject to maximum penalties, both civil and criminal. That was from 2 days ago. So they're watching it, man. They're watching it real close. Anons, congrats from 45 for bread 4500 P_personal. Direct communications, maybe? Then we see here, we're right around Halloween, guys. If you didn't see my costume, definitely go on my Twitter at True Reporting. Best Halloween costume yet. Very funny. I found that to be awesome. Very funny. Let's continue on. So this is an old post I wanted to share with you guys. If you don't know, look at how much stuff is occurring. You know, how much we already know. We're so awake compared to almost a month ago. This almost a year ago. Excuse me. We see here, we'll just go through it real quick. This is post 77 from almost a year ago. Fala Uma, who connects HRC Clinton Foundation to Saudi Arabia? Why is this relevant? Who is the Muslim Brotherhood? Who has ties to the Muslim Brotherhood? Who is Awan? What is the Awan group? Where do they have offices? Why is this relevant? Define cash laundering. What is the relationship between Saudi Arabia and Pakistan? Why is this relevant? Why would Saudi Arabia provide tens of millions of dollars to U.S. senior government officials? What does Saudi Arabia obtain in exchange for payment? Why is access important? What happened when HRC lost the election in 2016? How much money was provided to the Clinton Foundation by Saudi Arabia during 1516? HRC lost. Loss of access, power, control. Does repayment of funds to Saudi Arabia occur? If so, how? Why did Barack Obama send billions in cash to Iran? Are we seeing the dots here? Why wasn't Congress notified? Why was this classified under state secrets? Who has access to state secrets? Where did the planes carrying the cash depart from and land? Did the planes all land in the same location? How many planes carried the cash? Why is this relevant? What does this have to do with North Korea? What does this have to do with Saudi Arabia, Clinton Foundation cash donations? What does this have to do with ISIS? What does this have to do with slush funds? Why is Saudi Arabia so vitally important? Follow the money. Who has the money? What is happening to Saudi Arabia today? Why is this relevant? I believe this is when the princes were arrested, over 20 of them. You can just see the correlation between the $108 billion taken over there. Was this to pay back Saudi Arabia for funding HRC's whole campaign? So much to be said on this, but all I can say is Saudi Arabia is not our ally. I believe we do not have allies, and I believe that it is basically the world against us. And bring it on. That's all I got to say. And then we see, oh, buddy, right? I don't know if this is Photoshop, but it's hilarious. George Soros and Hussein. Oh, man. And we see this massive rally. I don't know how they got tickets, but this is a real picture of Hillary Clinton campaigning. I don't know when this was. I guess it was 2016. I mean, this is a massive crowd. I don't know how they got all these people on this property, but you know, she was winning. She had a 98% chance of winning, and I can see why. I mean, look at all these people, right? You love my sarcasm, don't you? CNN Politics. Are you reporting on the 50 people who showed up to Hillary rally in Omaha today? So this was, I believe, when she was running, and we see, God, look at all these people. But I thought she was going to win 98. She had a 98% chance of winning, and we see literally probably maybe 100 people, and we have 93,000 showing up in Texas in about an hour and a half, and I can't wait to watch that. Should be great. He's going to promote Ted Cruz. So if you've never heard of this guy, Colonel Douglas K. Watkins, to serve as chief judge of the Guantanamo War Court. War Court, guys. We got to research that a little bit, right? Secretary of Defense, 1000 Defense, Pentagon, Washington, D.C. Memorandum for convening authority for military commissions, General Counsel of the Department of Defense. This is October 17th, 2018, so a couple days ago, right? We check it out. Subject, designation of Colonel Douglas K. Watkins, United States Army, as Chief Judge for the Military Commission Trial Judiciary. So just making sure, we're making sure that this is all true, and it is, that, memorandum for conveying authority. So he's basically set to go. Mattis, General Mattis, right here, names Army Colonel as Guantanamo's Chief War Court Judge. Guantanamo's new Chief War Court Judge, Colonel Douglas K. Watkins, has served in the Army for the past 37 years. He was a military policeman and Army police investigator in 1986. He responded to the LaBelle nightclub bombing that killed 2 U.S. soldiers and a Turkish woman. And this was sent out October 20th. So, yeah, guys, this guy's a tough cookie, as Trump would say, right? Then we see the storm is upon us. Some people have said that this could be Kennedy Jr. It says, enter Colonel Douglas K. Watkins, a name that will ring throughout the world like the deafening bells of justice. We will all soon behold if Jeff Sessions is the silent executioner. This guy is truly the Punisher. Hashtag pain, hashtag Gitmo. So do your research on Douglas K. Watkins. Do your research. Another thing I wanted to check. I've never heard of this conspiracy. I've never heard of this, and I actually have been researching on it. basically the black box. The Kaaba is a huge black stone structure that sits at the heart of the Grand Mosque, Islam's most sacred place of worship. Some of its parts are connected to important episodes in Islamic tradition. So, if you've ever heard of the black box of Saturn, I have just now found out about this, and it's way cool. I'm going to do a solitary podcast on that maybe today and put it out later in the week. So we see here, this is a little more on that subject. I was, I researched throughout the whole weekend, and then I just kind of compile stuff together. Just working hard for you guys, right? The big three monastic religions lead to Saturn: crescent moon, black cube, and Kaaba in Mecca. North Pole, Saturn, hexagon. This is actually on the planet Saturn, this hexagon. Look at that. Isn't that wild? Then we see the hexagon, then we see the Star of David. 2D cube, hexagon, and Star of David. The cross unfolds into a cube. Greek symbol for Saturn, cross with a sickle. Teflon, black cube for Jewish prayers. As you can see, this gentleman is holding one. So, I'm just putting that out there. I'm going to definitely go over. I found a great Steemit article on it, and we're definitely going to cover it. It's going to be cool. Then we see this full-fledged American, right? That's all he is. He's a pure patriot, born and raised in America. God bless him. Psych. No one dresses like this if you were a pure American, former president for that matter. Definitely born in Kenya, and will hopefully never make it back there once he is, we'll just say, reprimanded, right? Right, so let's go to the second bunch. More news, more memes, right? So we look in here. 8chan, mitigation efforts are in place. Website uptime might be affected sporadically as this attack is coming in waves. Someone's really ticked off and spending big bucks on this one. This is from 8chan. Hopefully they're probably trying to infiltrate more and more CIA. The CIA. Definitely an FBI infiltrated the half-chan, so 8chan may be hopefully not getting that way, right? So check this out. Incredible numbers for Houston rally in about an hour. 100,000 plus RSVPs have flown in early, and my great team is setting up first ever tailgate for outside. So everyone come, room for everyone. Come see Real Donald Trump inside or out. Big screens, right? And that's tonight at 7:30, I believe. So check this out. This was pretty interesting to look at. Gitmo before and after. So we see the little square here. This is just kind of giving you like a point of view. So just focus on that square and you can see some of the other buildings. This is before, and oh my word, the same picture. Same square. Look at this. Look at the difference. Mass over here, construction over here, mass construction over here. Look at that. It's not even the same place. Isn't that wild? Look at all that. That's huge. So I wanted to show you guys that. That's a really cool picture, right? So let me do this in a reverse order real quick. So I wanted to talk about this real quick. These pictures, I believe this was sent out by James Wood. This is just a picture of who is in this caravan. I see no men, or I see all men, no women, no children in this group right here. What do you say? That's about the amount of people that showed up to Joe Biden. About 200 people right here in this. Looks like they're caged in. No men or no women nor children. And let's just show you the vastness of this caravan that's making its way. Look at this, guys. Look at that. That's tens of thousands of people. This isn't 200, 300, 400 people. This is you can't even see the end of it. And it goes all the way to here across this bridge. Even Trump mentioned it. I mean, that's crazy, guys. Here's another clip. Another picture of that bridge. Look at this. All the way across. all the way across. And it stretches this way, it stretches that way. It's just unbelievable. Scary stuff, no? Very scary. Then we see here, I believe this is when they broke through the Guatemalan gates to get into the southern border of Mexico. Look at this. Look at these people. And this is the police. This is what they're doing. They're huddled. They don't know what to do because they're outnumbered, about 20 to 30,000 people? 30,000 against 20? You're not going to... How else are we going to stop this? And this is a great topic. Whoever posted this, I found it, I believe, on Twitter. Actually, it was on Facebook. Adrene Payton Green, I'm friends with her. This caravan is not organic. Absolutely not. And Trump knows it. Trump says they're paid for. This caravan is not organic. This is a planned invasion by some very powerful organizations. This is the corruption hidden within our government that is funding this invasion, like George Soros, Open Society, the United Nations, USAID, and others. And if you look into what an NGO is, I think it's not government organizations, non-government organizations handing out cash. Dudes in white shirts handing out cash to people, just saying, keep it going, move along, we're going to get there. And this is one thing that we don't think about is what are these bags? This caravan is not an incident, but an international degradation of the best of the West by the United Nations. This is funded by the United Nations. This is 2018 war. This is real war. They're trying to push its way in to just to kind of, I can't think of the word right now, but basically to set everything off kilter. That's what their whole plan is. That's always been their plan, is to destabilize. There's the word. Destabilize countries. It's just like, look at the EU, look at Sweden, look at Germany, look at these places, look at Greece. These places are condemned. Paris is a cesspool now. I've seen pictures. It's just tents and bodies everywhere. Just, ugh. It's horrible. And Trump's not going to do it. He's going to put down, he said, not reserves. He's putting down active military on the Mexican United States border. They better stop. They better stop coming up here. I'm serious. It's going to be bad for them. The Democrats send American caravan of death, MS-13, and disease, tuberculosis. I guess that's pronounced dung fever, scabies, lice, measles, chickenpox, polio. These people live in third world countries. You think they're the best? You think they're clean? You think they're healthy? No, absolutely not. These bags, USAID, where are they getting this from? United Nations is providing them with this stuff. Holy smokes, right? I mean, here's a close-up picture of what that was. How are we going to defend? How are we going to defeat it? The Democrats send America the caravan of death, like I just said. Illegal border crossers. Check this out. Illegal border crossers bringing health concern. Agents warning about potential virus outbreak. This is on ABC 15. I guess this is a local affiliate. Exclusive team coverage. Agents warning about potential virus outbreak. Would the deep state, would these bloodlines send over a disease-carrying caravan to maybe, instead of an airborne virus, what if they send in one that's already infected in people, right? Trump's not going to let them in. And I found something else that may not let them in. How about this for a little combatancy, right? Hurricane Willa, a Category 4 storm in the Pacific off Mexico, is about to go right here Thursday. Thursday is going to hit right here. This caravan is right here, and they are marching ever so slowly. How about that blows them off the face of the planet, right? Wouldn't that be nice? See right here, no one will stop us. Only God will stop us, they say. A little later, boom, right there. Right here. And it says right here, what is this? Let's zoom in a bit, see what the numbers are. Let's see how skewed the numbers are. Blah, blah, blah. After making an in-run around Mexican agents who briefly blocked them at the Guantanamo border, their numbers have now swelled to 5,000. I guarantee you it's more like 10 to 20,000. But maybe Hurricane Wilma, would maybe it'll do better. Maybe it'll do better than basically bringing down active military. Just bring in a Category 4 storm like Michael or Florence or Hugo. How about that? Breaking: at least 30 human remains of babies have been removed from a second funeral home in Detroit. This incident comes on the heels of 10 fetuses and 1 infant's remains found inside a false ceiling at a separate funeral home. Oh my goodness. Attacks starting again, week so far, but monitoring closely. This is from Code Monkey Z. I believe that he is the board owner. I believe he's the board owner on 8chan for Q. I believe that's who that is. And he's just saying the attacks are starting again. This was 2 days ago. But again, back to this. I'm going to do a full article on this on the next podcast. So don't act like I was, don't think I'm just skipping over it, because we all know what Planned Parenthood does. We all know about sacrifices, all of these things. Just definitely look into spirit cooking if you don't know what that is. Hashtag spirit cooking, hashtag Pizzagate, Pedogate. Look into Uma Abedin and all these people, and Anthony Weiner insurance file. It's all over the place, right? I believe that was it for the memes, guys, and that means that is it for this podcast for today. If you found this informative and you enjoyed it, please subscribe to my channel. Please follow me on Twitter at True Reporting, and also leave a like. Like I said before, the more thumbs up that this video gets, the more times it is recommended to more people, thus more eyes on the truth. I also have merch for sale. If you would care to buy a car decal and support this channel, I made all these myself. The logo, the brand, I made it all myself. True Reporting with the Palmetto flag in the background. I am from South Carolina. Hashtag where we go one, we go all. You can place that on your car, your Jeep, or your van. Then right here we have the t-shirts. Logo on the front, and on the back it says Q, hashtag QAnon 17. Definitely you'll meet like-minded people if you wear that. I've sold a lot of these. It's very fun to get this out, to grow this channel further and further outwardly. Also, I want to say a big thank you to Nick Thorpe, who made this for me. He didn't have to do this. This looks like pure, genuine leather. It says Q, as you can see, and on the back, True Reporting, TR. So Nick Thorpe, I want to thank you so much for doing that. Big shout out to you. Another big shout out to Worldwide Patriots 2.0 is a friend from the UK, Chad. Great YouTube channel. Please check him out. Please subscribe to him. He is from the UK and loves Trump, with all his heart, and he loves America too. Guys, I hope you enjoyed this. Please always remember to love one another, be kind to one another, and we'll talk to you soon. Bye.